So nice to see so many familiar faces. Everyone out there has a story. My story began with my grandmother and Mickey Mouse. When I was 8, we celebrated my grandmother's birthday. Now, it was a big deal because Grandma was much loved. So I decided, what can I do that would be really special for her? So I drew a picture of her favorite cartoon character, who is Mickey Mouse. I couldn't do Donald Duck at that time, so I chose Mickey anyway. And I presented it to her, and she loved it. She said, my gosh, how did you do this? Oh, I love it. I'll cherish it my whole life. Thank you so much. I said, yeah, Grandma, you got a lot of presents here. I don't know if you're going to cherish this one. Well, as it turned out, every time I went to visit my grandmother, she brought this picture out. If friends came by or relatives, she would show them this picture. Look at what my baby did for me. Isn't it wonderful? As I grew older, it really got to be really embarrassing. When I was 21, I brought my then girlfriend over to meet my grandmother, and I was so happy. We sat down on the couch. She talked to us. She said, oh, have you met my grandson's picture of Mickey Mouse? And I said, oh my God, no, she's not going to bring that out. Not right now. I said, Grandma, look, I can do a much better picture for you, really. I've been going to art school. I've been learning how to draw. Don't bring this one out, please. And she said, baby, you created this just for me. And it was at that moment I realized the power of personal art making. All my life, I've collected things. Little bits of papers, stamps. I think some of you out there may know what I mean. My mother had got fed up with collecting and keeping all this, so she sent it all out to me. And when I opened this package, it was amazing. There was my history. There was my story. Each item had something that tells about who I was. And so it changed my art. I started telling stories. Stories of growing urban chaos and confusion. Stories of the rising urbanization around the world. And personal stories of forgiveness and travels through deep meditative spaces. I thought, everyone has a story. If there's some way I can go out there and tell people stories, that would be fantastic. If there's some way I can go and drag those bits and pieces we have hidden in closets, in drawers, and bound up under beds, how amazing would that be? And so I started one of the most wonderful journeys of my life, and that was telling people's untold narratives. This is Rob. Rob is a regular businessman, and he wanted me to do a picture of his wife's. So we sat down, had coffee, opened up a notebook, and I said, Rob, tell me your story. And he did. He told me the story of his daughter's first costume party. He told me the story of his 2 sons' graduation. He told me the story of how his wife likes to run marathons, collect stones, and take pictures of families. And I felt like I was the most privileged man in the world. I had the opportunity to create for this man a vision of his family that he could keep for the rest of his life. Everyone has a story. Everyone has those little Mickey Mouse moments. Maybe you've kept them in boxes and the cupboards and somewhere out of sight. I'd like to plead with you and encourage you. Be brave. Go and take 5 of those items and share them for 5 minutes with someone. It will change your life and change theirs. Thank you.